was why I invented living proof.
Call 1-800-257-4200. It could save your life.
He loves me. He loves me not. I get the job. I don't.
Now the pick 4 machines in a randomly selected order. Each has 10 balls, 0 through 9. Now the first winning digit for pick 4. 0. The second winning digit. 9. The third winning digit. 8. And the fourth and last digit, 8. And so the official pick 4 number is 0988. Now the Little Lotto drawing. The drawing starts by releasing all 35 balls numbered 1 through 35. Little Lotto played every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Simply match 5 numbers in any order with the numbers on your Little Lotto tickets and you'll win first prize. Now worth a guaranteed minimum of $200,000 to a single winner. And if you have 3 or 4 numbers in any order, you've also won. And now, here are tonight's winning Little Lotto numbers. The first number is 7. The second number is 35. The third number is 5. The fourth number is 23. And the fifth number is 11. So the winning Little Lotto numbers are 7, 35, 5, 23, and 11. Join us tomorrow for the daily game Pick 4 and Wednesday for Lotto. Now with an estimated grand prize of $2 million to a single winner.
Lee Harvey Oswald was killed before he could stand trial for the assassination of John F. Kennedy. In creating the following drama, certain names and events have been changed. While inferences are made at the trial, the testimony and the historical scenes of November 21st through November 24th, 1963, including the film of the assassination of John F. Kennedy, have a factual basis and were recreated for this motion picture at the actual locations where the events took place.
Harvey Oswald has been on trial for his life, where now a jury has retired to deliberate his fate.
Are you confident? Are you satisfied the way the trial's going?
I will be if justice is done.
You mean if you're acquitted?
I said if justice is done. That's what this country's supposed to stand for, isn't it?
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I think we'll reserve any and all questions for the trial, please. Thank you. For the defense, Mr. Weldon.
That was Lee Harvey Oswald as he arrived for the first day of his murder trial nearly 2 months ago. Throughout the long and exhaustive trial, he was returned each day under heavy security to a specially constructed isolation cell in the Dallas County Jail, where he was taken again yesterday afternoon. At 3:12, the 7-man, 5-woman jury retired to deliberate a verdict. Without the pondering of many disturbing questions raised in the course of this trial. Was there a conspiracy involved in the assassination of President Kennedy? Was Oswald knowingly or unknowingly part of that conspiracy? Controversy that has swirled about the crime of which he stands accused will very likely continue, whatever the final verdict. And despite streams of witnesses, weeks of cross-examination, his own testimony from the stand, Oswald himself continues in many ways to remain an enigma to his family, acquaintances, psychiatric experts, and perhaps even to himself.
because
In
you
any
think
case,
so?
all who knew him, it seems clear, found him in some way
Caps, turn it off.
24-year-old Texas youth, prior to this event, had been quite unremarkable. Now finds himself in focus.
Forget it.
Even
Let
at
him
the age
talk.
of 12, when examined by
Free
the
speech,
Bureau of
that's what this
Authorities,
country's all about, isn't it?
Oswald was described as drawn and solitary. The long trial's been covered by reporters from every part of the world. Now they, along with millions of readers, are awaiting the jury's verdict. Oswald's life history has been scrutinized for clues to his character. His father died shortly before his birth in New Orleans. He spent some of his childhood years in an orphan asylum. Later, when his mother remarried, he moved with her from place to place, said to form a close attachment to his stepmother. This attachment was
Stanno quasi pronti, ma non sanno dove stanno.
described as unable to form a close relationship with anyone. Through adolescence, he lived with his mother in New York, New Orleans, and finally Fort Worth.
Jury's coming back.
He joined the Marines at 17. Almost immediately after being discharged, he
Let's
went to
go.
Russia, where he renounced his American citizenship. Although he was refused Soviet citizenship, he was permitted to stay in Russia. After it's rumored he attempted to commit suicide. In Minsk, where he worked in a factory, he met and married Marina Proskova, the niece of a KGB official. Very little's known about the details of their life together in Russia. And of course, there are still many questions about Marina Oswald. She's given few interviews and was not allowed under Texas law to testify in the trial. Disappointed in his attempt at age 21 to become a Soviet citizen, Oswald, with the help of the American embassy in Moscow, brought his Russian wife and infant daughter back to the States. Later, in Fort Worth, the young couple had a second daughter. Oswald held many jobs. A few weeks before the assassination, got himself employed in the Texas School Book Repository located at Ely Plaza.
Я хочу, чтобы она зашла домой. Ты пора отдыхать, она может ужинать и идти в кровать.
Мы поиграем, я приведу ее скоро.
Пожалуйста, Lee. I don't want her to be all worked up. Then I have to get up in the middle of the night with her. It's enough with the baby.
Go on, June. Go on, June Lee. Go on, Daddy's gonna get you. I caught you. Oop, I'm gonna get you pretty dressed.
You shouldn't have come when Beth wasn't expecting you.
Oh, Beth doesn't mind. She gets to speak Russian with both of us, right, Beth?
That's right. I'll watch the kids so you two can talk.
That's not the point. It's her house.
I didn't ask her to take you in this time. You did. What do you want me to do? Take a bus back to Dallas tonight?
No. But just remember, you cannot come again tomorrow night.
Why not?
Because you are not paying for our food here.
I'm working. I could. You could come back to Dallas with me. That's what I wanted to talk to you about, Marina. I want you to come back with me.
To that rooming house where they don't even know your name.
I told you that was a mistake. The landlady got the name wrong, that's all.
Maybe I'll come back after Christmas.
No. I mean now, tomorrow.
How? Where would we live? We have 2 children now, Lee.
I'll find an apartment for us. I've already been looking around for one. Please, Marina.
This was a scene our cameras recorded earlier today in Houston.
Remember, Marina?
Kennedy arrived at the airport in Air Force One.
That record you bought me once, Borodine? Bum, 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 bum,
Of course
bum.
I remember.
Well, I hope it's not lost or broken.
It's just a record.
Yeah, I guess. It's getting late. It's time for bed.
I'm not sleepy yet. Let's watch the television.
Dallas didn't vote for Kennedy in 1960 and may not endorse him in 64. That isn't going to in any way affect the warmth of reception they're going to get. Like Times Herald said last month, we're going to be congenial folks. Agree with that, Mary Lou?
Yes, Nick? Coming along with the president.
Dobroje jutro.
I'm going to start breakfast. You awake?
Oh, exactly. I'm just getting up.
Didn't Lee stay last night?
Yes, but he was asleep when I went to bed. I guess he made the bed after he got up.
I didn't hear him go out this morning. But he's always so quiet.
Oh, look. Lee's gone off and left his wallet behind. And his wedding ring.
Not many cars out this morning.
Must have blocked off some of the streets for the motor parade.
Look how many windows we got. We ought to sell tickets.
What do the signs say? Kennedy wanted for treason. Bunch of nuts. Well, I figure if the president goes by in the parade at lunchtime, we can eat outside and still watch him.
You better lock it up. I mean, if you're gonna leave your package in the back seat.
Yeah, I guess I'll take it with me.
What you got there?
Curtain rods.
He arrived earlier, at exactly 11:40 a.m., we are told, on Air Force One. Yesterday, as you know, the president visited
Beth!
San Antonio
He's here! Come, watch!
Medical Center in Houston, where he spoke at Rice Stadium. From here, the presidential party will motor directly to Dallas, and I think they're about ready to leave now. Yes, I think that's one of the Secret Service men signaling. And there's Kenneth O'Donnell, most...
Come on, fellas, hurry up. Go. We gotta hurry and eat lunch or we'll miss the president.
Hey, hold it, Earl. I'm coming down to lunch.
Too late, Lee.
Look, well, send it back up for me, will you, Earl?
Sure.
You ladies work around here? All right, you go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that would be perfect.
Yeah, okay, come on, take a look.
Wait, look at this.
came from up there. Up there. I just saw a gun in that window. A gun.
They're shooting this way. They're going to kill us all. No, it was just a ricochet. They must have been firing over by that knoll. Just stay down.
Where?
Down there, behind the bushes. Down there.
Down there. Up there. You! Hold it right there. Now move this way. Easy, easy.
That's all right, officer. I'm with the Secret Service. Here's my identification.
I'm sorry, sir, but we had to check.
That's all right. I'm checking this area. Better get back down and check the street.
Right.
Who are you? It's Jim Neely. I'm the plant foreman. Which way the route? Through there. I think it's where the shop came from. You! Come here. Stay and work here? Yes. Okay.
President got shot?
I think it came from behind the grassy knoll. Oh, God.
Connolly got shot? Did the governor got you?
Were you here? No, I didn't see it. I think it was the president. Where did they come from? Who got shot?
Shots came from up there. Up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on the elegant new J30. A classic luxury sedan in an infinity kind of way. A driver's car with 2 airbags, soft leather appointments, and tasty wood. Hey, pal, don't you even think about it. The new J30 from Infinity.
Cutbacks continue.
Recession.
Politicians,
Crime. Pollution.
daycare, not having any time.
Job insecurity.
You never needed it more. A new extra-strength pain reliever made to get today's tough headaches before they really get you. 1,000 milligrams, stomach guard, and the name Bayer. That should ease your mind. Introducing new extra-strength Bayer Plus. Now there's no pain you can't bear.
If you're trying to watch your weight and the world seems weighted against you, we may have just the thing for you. Delicious Dannon Light Non-Fat Yogurt. In a world of temptations, Dannon's 8 luscious flavors are really quite tempting themselves. In a world of eat now, pay later, Dannon Light is a guilt-free, fat-free, healthy 100 calories. So don't let the world weigh you down. Your life is in your hands. Make Dannon Light Yogurt a very healthy habit. For life.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Live from New York, it's Saturday night!
Right you are, Chevy. Every night can be Saturday night with this all-new home video collection packed with the funniest moments from each year of Saturday Night Live. A collection you can only get from Time Life Video. You'll see all those classic characters.
I am Beldar.
Well, isn't that special?
We are the Wild and Crazy Guys. But okay, bring in the stunt, baby, okay?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Super Baxomatic 76.
Andy Graham.
Now you can own the very best scenes from each year, starting with the 1975 season. It stars the original Not Ready for Primetime players in their first year at the exceptionally low price of just $9.99. That's $10 off. Just another fine value from the friendly folks at Time Life. Other videos will follow with only the best from each year, one about every 6 weeks. Buy only the ones you want, and you can cancel at any time. So no matter who you are.
I'm Gumby Danny.
I'm Barbara Wawa.
Fred Garvin. Male prostitute.
Or what you are.
Killer Bee.
I am a driving instructor.
Call toll-free now to get your first video for half price, just $9.99. The call is free.
Hello.
It's the best of Saturday Night Live, and it's time to laugh again with the Not Ready for Primetime players. So call now.
Nothing but
Come along, everybody.
To order your Best of Saturday Night Live video, call 1-800-547-3900 or send $9.99 plus $3.23 shipping and handling. The Best of Saturday Night Live, P.O. Box 1880, Department CM, Alexandria, Virginia, 22313.
Wouldn't cutting be easier if you could use 5 knives at once? Well, maybe. Introducing the Hobel. There's no maybes about it. Now you can experience the efficiency of 5 blades that slice and dice with lightning speed. The Hobel zips through onions before you even have time to blink and chops scallions so fast they almost jump into your salad. It's perfect for chopping nuts and hard-boiled eggs, mincing herbs and spices, and making coleslaw by the cartload. Slice potatoes this way for perfect French fries in seconds. Cut them again this way, and you have hash browns. Like tacos, the Hobel shreds the lettuce, chops the onions, slices the cheese, and even dices the tomatoes. Try doing that with a knife. With a Hobel, you can even make perfect homemade pasta. Make julienne slices in a jiffy, healthy carrot sticks in seconds, and accurate angle cuts for stir-fry. The Hobel is the ideal way to prepare omelets. You can even mince garlic quickly and safely. The 5 stainless steel blades never need sharpening and pop out this quickly for quick wash and dry cleaning. But there's more. As a special bonus, we'll include this Hobel meat tenderizer. It makes even the toughest cuts as tender as restaurant prime. Order now, and you'll also get this genuine Ginsu all-purpose knife. Yes, Ginsu. This classic beauty can trim a pineapple and make perfect pizza slices, yet it slashes through rope and speeds through floor tile like this. You get everything for the incredible low price of only $19.95, so call now.
Call toll-free 1-800-438-7000. That's 1-800-438-7000. Or send $19.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling to Ginsu Hobel, 2 Morgan Avenue, Norwalk, Connecticut, 06851. For fastest delivery, use your credit card and call now. 1-800-438-7000.
Y'all look everywhere now. Look high, look low. That's it, Owen. Keep on looking. Look everywhere in them rafters. Got to find that gun. We found them 3 shell cases. Got to be a gun here somewhere. Now, you keep looking till we find it.
Right. You work here? Yes, sir. Did you see anybody? That is, anybody that's not supposed to be around here? No, sir. Didn't see no one.
There's the chief.
Chief!
Oh, I got to talk to the chief. I got to tell him.
Dismiss me, Chief.
All right.
Hold it down. Hold it here, Chief. All right. Hold it down. Who was the first man was here?
That is me, Chief. Patrolman Sanders.
Well,
The kid said he saw shots from the roof.
Well, just tell me what you got. Did you find anything, a gun? Fritz, did you find a gun? No, sir. Not yet. Well, I want everybody who was here questioned and clear out the rest. Yes, sir. But the FBI and the Secret Service guys have already questioned him. Well, I don't give a blind hoot what the FBI has done. This is a Dallas police case. That's the way it's going to stay.
You mean the spectators shot a movie of the whole thing? When? Where? Look, I don't care what it takes. Get that film into a lab, and I mean fast.
Now, what the hell is all that about, and where are you going?
Oh, just getting out of your way, Chief. I can see you got things well under control. Okay, did you get that? Right. Get that film into a lab. Done immediately.
Meanwhile, there have been no further reports from Parkland Hospital, where the stricken president was taken immediately after the shooting. He is, as far as is known, still in trauma room number 1, where a team of surgeons and special Other than the initial statement that the president's wounds were massive and critical, no further word on his condition has been released. The FBI has called in all available agents to work on the case, and of course, the Dallas Police Department is using all of its own personnel that can be spared. And we understand from one of our field correspondents who was able to talk to a police official that as yet, no suspect or suspects have been formally identified. However, such development is expected momentarily.
Oh, Mr. Lee,
There are,
isn't
of
it
course,
terrible?
continuing rumors about where the fatal shots came from. A report from one of our correspondents at the scene of the attempted assassination in Dealey Plaza reports that a particular grassy area near the Parkway overpass and the upper floors of the school book depository building have been sealed off, while police continue to search for a weapon or weapons.
How much longer now?
It's going to be a few minutes, unless you want blank film.
Oh, you want to make jokes. You come up with blank film, and I'll personally see you end up rotting on Alcatraz.
Take it easy. This could be the only visual ID we've got. Let's not blow it.
This is not the Secret Service anymore. This is the FBI, and I'm the agent in charge.
What do you think got shot? Some hot wire punk you can pad out your statistics with?
Let's get something straight. It's FBI now. If you don't like it, get out.
Don't press it, Palazzo. Want to call Hoover? Go ahead. I'll call Bobby. We'll see who stays.
All right. Listen, we're not getting anywhere. How many men do you have on it now?
How many? Everyone that's not blind, crippled, or dead. Look, if there's a conspiracy here, there could be one in Washington, too. With practically the whole cabinet stuck in a 707 somewhere out of the Pacific Ocean.
You really think that could have something to do with it, don't you?
I don't know. I mean, all I know is there could be rifles lined up right now on Bobby or on the president when they swear him in. Anything could pop.
I wouldn't worry about that. It was just one man.
Oh, yeah? What makes you so sure? Mr. Guest, you willing to risk the president's life on that?
I thought that was your job this morning.
Well, yeah, why didn't the famous FBI know what was happening? Or maybe they did. Maybe that explains a lot of things.
Benson, go phone the Bureau. See if anything's coming in. Go on. How the hell much longer now?
Look, it's going as fast as it'll go. When it gets through the drying stage here, I'll give it to you, okay?
What do you got?
Dallas Police. They want in.
No, nobody gets in. Nobody sees anything until after we do. Keep them out. I don't care how you do it.
You want me to shoot them?
Use your own best judgment.
I'm telling you, we're covered. I've got a man going to Parkland. I've got a man going to the county. I've got...
No, Joshua shot on the way to Lovefield.
As you can see here, the police are trying to control the crowd of grief-stricken people still waiting outside of Parkland Hospital. The word of the president.
Captain Fritz is in charge.
Mrs. Kennedy is told to be in a nearby room here in the hospital. There's been no word released as to the whereabouts at this moment of Vice President Johnson, and it's presumed that... Wait a moment. We're switching live now to Parkland Hospital. Dr. Malcolm Perry has just entered the room, and we understand will make a statement to the press. Attention, all squads. Any telephone truck en route to Parkland. Code 3. Give them the way in. Sending contacts. 15. Yes, disregard. I have someone there too.
I got it. I got it!
I'll bet it matches the shell cases we found under the window.
We'll take it over from here.
What kind of gun is it?
Looks like a Mauser bolt action. Get down to the lab. Where's the foreman?
Here. I've checked everybody, and it looks like 3 of my men are gone. Robert Mandan, Lee Oswald, and Joshua Gowans. But he only works part hours, so I'm not sure if he was on shift today.
Here. Run a make on them, find out who they are and where they are. All right, men. Keep on looking. We ain't done yet. We ain't never done.
According to a spokesman for the governor. This is WFAA Radio in Dallas. Meanwhile, in an apparently unrelated incident, a Dallas police officer Tippett, described by witnesses as white, medium build, about 30, and wearing a windbreaker jacket that was found 2 blocks away from the scene of the crime. An all-points bulletin's been issued for it.
Better call the police. Right away.
What is this? Baby pictures. Some kid he must have photographed.
Here it is.
Here it is.
You got it.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Is that a shot? Yes, that's the first shot. I don't believe it.
There. That one must have come from somewhere over here. Rerun that.
Nobody move. All of you stay where you are.
What's going on? An officer named Tippett's just been killed.
You think the guy who did it's here?
That's him. Right there. Get up.
Well, it's all over now.
Get his gun. Get it.
All right. You saw him. I'm not resisting. You're all witnesses. If they kill me, you're all witnesses.
Howdy, boys.
Captain, you got anything to say?
Is it true the shots came from the school book depository?
We hear a gun.
Hey, Russell.
Have you traced the owner?
All right.
The FBI, Secret Service. Who's in charge of the case? Hey, Captain, how about answering our questions?
Come on, Captain.
Sergeant Harris.
What is it, Captain?
Got a possible lead on the assassination. The guy works the book depository. Looks like he skipped. His name's Lee Oswald. We got an address on him out in Irvine. I want you to pick up a warrant and go out there and pick him up.
Just a minute. Captain, I think we pretty well got that in hand.
What's that?
Come here. I'll show you.
Right here.
There. Okay, that's number one. That's number one. Now, there's Conley. There's Conley. All right. The head went forward. The head, the back breaks on. He's got the back break.
Oh, God.
Please run it. All right, that's two.
Hold it. Hold it. They got it. They just released it to the press.
Who?
Some guy who was living in Russia. The Dallas cops claim that he's the one that did it.
What's his name?
Oswald, Lee Harvey Oswald, and he's married to a Russian citizen.
He's down there right now.
Why?
Right, they got him on another charge.
What charge?
He killed a cop.
A cop?
That's right.
Does
That's all.
she have a record?
I don't know.
Do you have a statement to make, Lee?
Hey, what did they ask?
Mr. Oswald.
Oswald, did you kill the president?
No, I have not been charged with that. In fact, no one has said anything to me about that. The only thing I know is I've been charged with murdering a policeman. And I do request that someone come forward and offer me legal assistance.
However, many thousands of Japanese have stayed up throughout the night, listening to shortwave radio accounts of the tragedy in Dallas. Capitol building. At each corner, as you see, is an honor guard member from each of the forces.
Here in Moscow, Premier Nikita Khrushchev arrived with United Nations Ambassador Andrei Kamikov.
Shockwaves have grieved the president.
Action at the elevator.
The young president was seen in a special light here as someone who represented a break with the past, and in particular with the Cold War fear of annihilation by...
Who are those people?
Are they witnesses?
The young one's Oswald's wife. The nurse is his mother.
Give him room. When did you last see your son, Miss Oswald?
Have you talked to him?
When was the last time you saw him?
He's innocent. My son never killed anyone. Ask the government. Ask them in Washington. They know all about it.
Ask who in Washington?
How do you
I
know
work for
that?
the government.
How do you know that?
I know because I'm his mother. That's how I know. They're the ones who took him away from me and sent him off to Russia. The government, they're the ones that made him work for them. That's who. Go ahead. Ask them in Washington.
That's enough. That's enough. Come on, back off. Back off. Give him room. Over there, please. This way. Through that door. Right over there. Ladies, be seated. Right there.
No, I didn't plan that. I didn't plan
Not
anything.
now.
Look, you better see him. You mean you shot the president without any plan? Now, is that what
Take
you...
him into one of the interrogating rooms. I'll
No,
find out
I
the
did
captain.
not shoot
They're
the
in the room
president.
next door.
No, I did not shoot the president. I don't know anything about it. I told you I was in the lunchroom when it happened, so how could I have shot him?
For the third time, son. 3 witnesses saw you shooting from a 6th-floor window.
Well, maybe they saw somebody, not me. I was in the lunchroom eating when it happened. Ed Barnes and Sam Joseph, they were there at the same time I was. I saw them leave the lunchroom. Ask them.
We just did. They didn't see you in the lunchroom.
Well, I saw them. If I hadn't, how would I know it was them?
Easy.
Answer me that, why don't you, Captain?
Part of a cover plan, trying to set up an alibi.
I don't need an alibi.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't do anything. I didn't have a plan. I didn't kill anybody.
If you didn't plan to kill the president, then why did you bring a rifle to work with you?
I didn't. I don't have a rifle. How could I bring one to work with me?
That's a rifle, isn't it? And that's you holding it, isn't it?
No.
What do you mean, no? That's you. That's your face.
I worked in a photo plant. I know how you can fake pictures. It's my head on somebody else's body.
You still insist this is part of a cover-up? That we're making this whole thing up?
I don't know about you for sure, but I know somebody's trying to railroad me on this.
Are you a communist?
I've never belonged to the Communist Party.
Why'd you go to Russia?
Like Hemingway went to Paris.
Are you going to answer the man's questions, son?
I have never had a communist card. However, I am a Marxist, but not a Marxist-Leninist.
Now, what the hell does that mean?
That means I support any true Marxist society like Cuba.
You think somebody killing the president's gonna help Cuba?
No, I don't think that. I don't think the policies of this country will change because of what's happened.
Then why did you kill Kennedy?
I didn't. I want it respectfully noted that I have requested a lawyer.
Get someone from the local bar association.
If you didn't kill anybody, what do you need a lawyer for? What's that smile for? You're pretty sure of yourself, aren't you?
Benton, FBI.
I don't want anything to do with him. I will answer no questions from him.
You're not exactly in a position to be making the rules.
And we know you went down to Mexico City last month to get a visa to go to Russia and Cuba. Why?
Ask him. He can tell you anything you want to know about it, right?
I want you to tell me.
I respectfully request the right to counsel.
I've said you can have any lawyer you want.
There's a gun. There's a gun. Where did you find it?
No comment.
Has Oswald admitted it's his gun? It has fingerprints on it. Any comments?
No comments. I'm sorry. Admitted it's his gun.
Are the fingerprints there? Are the prints on the...
Here it is, boys. Huh? Now, Mr. Oswald.
Did you get fingerprints on that gun? Anything else?
No. Wait a minute now, boys. I can't answer all your questions. All I can tell you is what we know for sure. Now, there's no need for Oswald to confess. We got plenty enough evidence to prove he's guilty as hell. Got fingerprints, eyewitnesses saw him do it, documents trace it back to him without any doubt.
Why'd he do it? What was his motive, Chief?
Well, hell, we found communist propaganda in his rooming house. You figure that one out for yourself.
When can we see him?
Well, you don't worry none. I'm going to let you know every move we make with him.
No, I have not killed anything. I have requested a lawyer for legal assistance, but I'm being framed here.
Did you kill the president?
I didn't kill anyone. I don't know anything about it except that I'm a patsy.
What happened to your eye?
A policeman hit me. Get your hands off me. You are violating my civil rights. I have a right to counsel.
All right, stand up straight. Give your name, your present employment, your present place of employment, one at a time. All right, begin.
John Jones, salesman, Jorgen's Company. Lee Harvey Oswald, clerk, Texas Book Depository.
That's him.
Michael
Number
Redbach,
2, that's him.
magazine
I
salesman.
saw him walking away from the book
Private
depository. I recognized him right after I saw him on TV.
Harvard Street Flooring Company.
Well, Mr. Brandon, do you recognize anybody up there?
David Medley, unemployed.
Ты себя чувствуешь хорошо? I'm all right. Don't worry about me.
I don't know. Что я должен делать, Ли?
Nothing. Don't do anything yet. You can always take the children and go back home to Russia.
No, а что ты?
Nothing's gonna happen to me.
But how can you know that, Lee?
Because I know it.
Man, this has got very long ways. I'm very long ways now. All right, man, can I have your attention, please?
What time's he going to be moved?
They're bringing him down from that cell right now, just like I promised you. Now, that car is the car we're going to transfer him in. If you'll just be patient, we'll have him here for you.
Okay, stand back, guys. I'm wearing a black sweater. Thank you. Moving okay. Toward the car. Give us a lit up for you. Lit up by Captain Fritz. And here he comes. Mr. Oswald, do you have anything to say in your defense?
What are you going to get for a lawyer, Mr. Oswald?
Okay, now, he's being led to his car, and he will be taken to the county jail, where he will await arraignment and trial for the murder of President John F. Kennedy.
Do you remember that story about the 3 bears? This was too big. That was too small. And finally, something fit just right. Like the new J30 from Infinity. Now, that's my definition of luxury. It's a car you just slip right into. And live happily ever after. Infinity. Makes you want to take up driving again, doesn't it?
Announcing an all-new collection, Great Films of the Bible. They're here now in an incomparable home video collection from Time Life Video.
Who is on the Lord's side? Let him come to me.
These are great films of the Bible. As they honor the spirit of the Bible, they create a testament to the art of filmmaking. These films are acknowledged masterworks, each one worthy of a place in your family's personal collection. Beginning with a masterpiece, the winner of 11 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Ben-Hur, yours for just $9.99, $20 off the regular price.
The day Rome falls, there will be a shout of freedom such as the world has never heard before.
Order now. And if you use your credit card, you'll receive an original Ben-Hur script. A beautifully bound collector's item. And it's yours absolutely free. Other videos include the 10 Commandments.
Those who will not live by the law shall die by the law.
Plus the greatest story ever told, The Road, and more. And now you can get Ben-Hur for just $9.99 during this special offer. That's $20 off. And remember, with your credit card, you'll receive an original Ben-Hur script. A beautifully bound collector's item, and it's yours absolutely free.
Other videos will arrive about every 6 weeks at $29.99. Keep only the ones you wish to, cancel anytime. This is not a club. There is no commitment to buy anything else. With this low price and home delivery, it is the easiest, most inexpensive way to quickly build your home video collection. The great films of the Bible. A magnificent collection that brings the pages of the Bible to life. Call now and get Ben-Hur for just $9.99.
Use your credit card to get Ben-Hur for just $9.99, $20 off plus shipping and handling. And you'll receive a beautifully bound copy of the original script as a free gift. Other videos will follow, one about every month at the regular price. Keep only the ones you want. Call now, 1-800-862-5800. That's 1-800-862-5800.
Are you still twisting? Well, start insisting on Farber Seal, the modern bag sealer from Farberware. Just slide it along the open edge of your bag, and it's sealed. What could be simpler than that? Farber Seal keeps your chips chipper, your cereal crackling, and your deli slicer fresh. Tied up in knots, Farber Seal even trims your bag. Neat, tight, and secure. Why pay a fortune for zipper bags? With a Farber Seal seal, it's really sealed. You can even make separate compartments. Farber Seal is battery operated, so you can take it outdoors, up in the attic, or away on vacation. It's a genuine Farberware product, yet it's only $19.95. Order now.
Call toll-free 1-800-367-3600 or send $19.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling to Farber Seal, 2 Morgan Avenue, Norwalk, Connecticut, 06851.
Rent from Hertz in California and you have a whole company behind you, doing whatever it takes to make your vacation unfold like a dream. You get a great car at a great low rate and free unlimited miles. And it doesn't stop there. Hertz takes you right through the gates of Universal Studios Hollywood, where you'll enjoy a day of unforgettable fun. Each kid under 12 gets in free at Universal with one paid adult ticket to the park and a current Hertz rental agreement. With a thrill of a lifetime ahead of you, don't you want Hertz behind you?
We're America's wheels. Norma Bates, breast cancer, 8-year survivor.
Elroy Brookshan, lymphoma, 11-year survivor.
Chester Jermakwitz, prostate and bone cancer, 6-year survivor.
Diane Casto, breast cancer, 9-year survivor.
Call 1-800-632-8700. Our results speak for themselves.
Sam Oswald, lymphoma, 6-year survivor.
Homeowners who rely on Sunpump recognize the value of the Ace in the Hole battery backup system. If your pump fails or if the power goes out, the Ace in the Hole provides proven protection. Now, all Ace in the Hole owners can add even more security with the Ace in the Hole extender. For less than $50, the extender adds a second 12-volt battery to double your protection. Ace in the Hole and the new Ace in the Hole extender from the family of Cymer pumps. Available at Sears Catalog, Courtesy Home Center, and Better Home Improvement retailers everywhere.
Each year, Consumer's Digest magazine analyzes all the new automobiles. This year, not 1, not 2, but 3 new Buicks were named Best Buys. Park Avenue, the most advanced luxury car Buick has ever built. Roadmaster, powerful, roomy, substantial. The all-new LeSabre, America's best-selling full-size car. Now get low 2.9% GMAC financing on every Buick, or up to $2,000 cash back on selected models. See your Better Buick dealer today.
Lee Harvey Oswald's trial now follows.
Hey, wait a second. Pardon me, sir. Who are you, sir? Where are you going there?
Okay, you know who I am, and I know who you are. Take my word for it, I've checked. I'm sure there are a few noses out of joint, so if anybody wants to get off, just say the word and I'll drop the ladder. Okay, that's square one. This is where we start. And I don't want anyone thinking this is an easy case. Number one, Oswald may have the best, one of the 2 best trial lawyers in the country. 2, there's a pile of evidence, and practically all of it was mishandled. The police screwed up, the FBI screwed up, and the Justice Department screwed up so bad that they've already severed the Tippit case from us. And 3, the whole case is wrapped around Oswald. One man and one man alone, and right now that swallows hard. But that... I'm sorry. I don't know what you want us to call you. Your Eminence would be all right. Oh. Kip. It's a long, dumb story from childhood, but that's what I answered.
Okay, Kip.
We've looked on the conspiracy route.
So look with a searchlight this time.
Sure. But what conspiracy? Who?
I don't know. The communists, the Ku Klux Klan, the mafia. Otherwise, you're telling me that a poor schlub who couldn't even hold a job was capable of meticulously planning a presidential assassination? And what have you got? A known defector who was on at least half a dozen surveillance lists, and he acts alone, without cover, without help?
My details check that back and forth. Where he lived, who he talked to, what he lived on. Nothing. It's a dead-end street.
Who are you? You're chief investigator, Mr. Gerard?
Lieutenant Gerard. Yes, sir.
Any acquaintances on the Dallas police force?
Strictly Houston PD, detached. If I had any friends on the Dallas force, I wouldn't even be here.
Believe it. All right, Mr. Kleist. Convince me.
Have you read the psychological profile on Oswald?
Sure. And when I was in second-year law, I read about a manic-depressive schizoid who turned out to be Abraham Lincoln. So Oswald got hassled for truancy when he was a kid, got pulled in on a misdemeanor disturbing the peace when he was in New Orleans. What kind of criminal psychotic behavior is that? Where's the irrational behavior? The threatening letters, the attempted assaults? Where's the potential for individual conscious violence?
I think some of it's right here. When he was in the Marine Corps in Japan, he was court-martialed for abusive behavior to a non-com and possession and discharge of an unauthorized private weapon. So he only shot himself fooling around with it, but the potential is right there.
I don't know. Spends 2 weeks in the brig where he studies Russian. A few months later, he's on his way home without a mark on his discharge papers.
Here he comes. Here comes Oswald's lawyer. Is it true, Mr. Weldon, that you're getting $200,000 for represent Oswald? Is that true? How about, do you think he needs a commie lawyer from back east? What's wrong with an attorney from Dallas? Are you representing the establishment on this? Mr. Weldon, are you Jewish? Mr. Weldon, where are you from? Are you Jewish, Mr. Weldon? You know Oswald before this. Payoff. Cover. You don't want people to come in. Answer these questions. Who are you representing?
Gentlemen, we rich Eastern Communist Jew wasp establishment types have a little trick we picked up from old John Wayne movies. Always face your man before you're to draw on him. Now, does anyone want to repeat that last question?
That'll be right outside the door. Just press the buzzer here when you want him to let you out. Thank you.
That's probably where they'd put it, inside the buzzer.
What?
What do you think? A bug, of course.
You're very suspicious.
Shouldn't I be? Shouldn't my lawyer be, too?
Oh, you've decided on me then? Why? You've rejected a dozen others.
Maybe for the same reason you're taking the case.
The only reason I'm here is because of direct and persistent pressure from the White House.
That's exactly what I mean. You married?
Yes, why?
No reason. Kids?
A son at college.
Princeton. Maybe Yale.
Harvard Law School. But I suspect you already knew that. And his name. And everything else about me.
Well, maybe I thought I should know as much about you as them.
Them? Let me clarify it for you once again. If you think there's an arrangement with the White House, you're wrong. Very wrong.
No, I don't think they sent you to get me off or even to keep me from going to trial, ultimately.
They, them, who's that supposed to be?
How long before they can put me on trial?
New prosecutor, hearings, pre-trial motions. But essentially depends on how you plead.
I'm innocent.
I didn't ask you if you were guilty or innocent, just how you want to plead. Now, there are various possibilities. For example,
I told you. I'm innocent.
if you intend to plead innocent, then the only defense we have right now is to dispute each and every piece of evidence a prosecutor presents. Unless there is something more you want to tell me. Is there? Is there? If there is something more, it's my job to try to find it out. With your cooperation or without it. You understand?
Wait.
One more moment. I'll ring. Well, what is it?
Do you think I'm guilty? Do you think I did it?
That's up to a court and jury to decide. But I must warn you, on the present evidence, any court and jury would probably decide that you did it, and you did it alone.
I'm not asking them, I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Well, it's so obvious. For one thing, I wasn't a bit sick. But they pretended that was the reason they gave him a discharge so sudden. And knowing all along that he was going to leave almost as soon as he got home and go straight to Russia. Because if they didn't know that, then tell me why they signed that he could have a passport with a date right on it, stamped right on it. That's why they had him learning Russian and secret codes. Well, it's so obvious, isn't it?
Well, not necessarily in court. Unless Lee told you about any of this, even inferentially.
What Mr. Weldon means. I know what that means. I'm Lee's mother, so naturally he'd want me to know no matter how much they threatened him. Well, if you want to call it inferentially, it's all right. But he certainly tried to let me know. I mean, after all, I'm his mother.
When did he do that? Try to let you know.
Well, I knew it the minute I saw him. Well, that's why he changed. That's what they were doing with him over there in Japan, training him for all kinds of secret work.
There was this ad in the paper about a two-bedroom apartment, only it wasn't on the ground floor, and I'd rather be on the ground floor. Did you talk to your brother about helping you find a job? Lee, did you hear me? Did you hear what I was saying?
Yes, Mom, I heard you. You said you found a two-bedroom apartment, but it wasn't on the ground floor?
But about talking to your brother about helping you find a job.
Heard that too, Mom.
What are you doing with that? Why do you want a suitcase?
I'm leaving.
Leaving? Well, what are you talking about leaving? You just got home 3 days ago. Why are you leaving?
It's about a job, kind of.
Well, what kind of a job?
Well, I can't explain it all to you yet, but, anyway, you wouldn't understand the kind of work it is.
But there's something else. There's something you're not telling me. You're still my baby, and I could always tell when you were hiding something. You wouldn't go off and leave me alone like this if there wasn't something else, if someone wasn't making you do it. Is it so secret and important you can't tell your own mother?
Yes, it is. Lee, now, Lee, wait, Lee. I just want to tell you, you're still my baby, and whatever you do, I still love you.
I know that, Mom.
Mr. Benton, you're familiar with these numbers, right?
Yes, that's my car license and phone number.
Did you give them to Oswald?
No, sir.
Well, do you have any theory then of what they were doing in his wallet when he was arrested?
Well, when I interviewed Oswald's wife and the woman she was staying with, Mrs. Havel, I gave them my phone number. I assumed they copied down the license number of my car and gave that to him, too.
So, he brooded about it for a couple of days, then he burst into FBI headquarters and left a threatening note. Do you have that note?
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid you're mistaken about that. The director has authorized me to state that there's no record of any such note existing and no record of Lee Harvey Oswald ever being in the Bureau office.
Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? My investigator has a record of it. Witnesses who saw Oswald enter the building your office is in. Now, look, Mr. Benton. We're on the same side, right? All I ever get from Hoover is double talk. There is no record of Oswald ever being a paid informer for the FBI. Well, that doesn't answer the question, but that note of Oswald to the Bureau, I need that note. It may establish a pattern of motivation.
The director has authorized me to state that there is no note existing.
Yes, I know the rest.
Will that be all then, sir?
Yeah, that'll be all.
Think, Chip?
What do you think I think? Smells like month-old fish. No existing record of this, no official report of that. The director has authorized double talk. Now, why the runaround from Hoover? So the FBI files on Oswald were still in New Orleans at the time of the assassination. But the Dallas Bureau knew he'd be back, so they must have had him under surveillance.
Or it could be just the opposite. Orders from Hoover to cover up because the FBI should have had Oswald under surveillance, but didn't.
That's right. That's right. That could explain the non-existent note.
Mm-hmm. You think the Bureau's hiding it?
Oh, no. You don't think the director of the FBI would lie, do you? No. Shredded, maybe, burned, flushed away, but there is no, quote, existing note, unquote. Yeah, I bet you that's a snow call from Hoover himself.
Yes. It is Washington. Yes, he is, but we... Yes, sir. It's the president.
You mean the president?
The president.
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yes, sir. Robert's here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm working on it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Well?
Well, he says when there's water handy to be scooped up, there's no use busting your tail digging a dry well. In dialect, the words to that effect.
He thinks Oswald did it alone, right?
I don't know. He didn't tell me what he thought. But he says he was assured there's no conspiracy. No communist conspiracy, no right-wing conspiracy, no left-wing conspiracy, repeat, no conspiracy, and it wouldn't be good for the country to have that suspicion. Dick, you think Oswald did it alone?
Don't you?
I guess I've just been told what to think.
So this is the witness who saw the ricochet, huh?
Yeah, we blew it up from a piece of movie film. His name is Roger Hilburn. I finally tracked him down. He lives in Evanston outside Chicago. He sells fancy lights. Single.
Why don't you get out of here and get some rest? Come on. Oh, Paul. Paul. You really think there was a conspiracy?
I was a cop for a lot of years before I was a lawyer. It's not just thinking, I can feel it in my gut. There had to be more than one gunman.
All right. 1, 2, 3, a dozen. Can you prove Lee was not one of them?
No, not yet. But I've got other leads. New Orleans, Mexico, the places Lee visited. There's something more back of it. It has to be. You let me look for it my way, and maybe I'll find it.
All right. Paul, you go ahead and look.
o'clock, Kip. We're going to be late for another pretrial.
Jim, I want you to give me all the physical evidence. I mean all of it. Even the evidence that was excluded.
You mean without anyone else knowing?
Yeah.
You could be edging a felony.
I didn't ask you that. I asked you, can you do it?
No, but I know somebody else who can. And they won't ask questions. Only why?
Because this time I want somebody besides the White House and the FBI to tell me that all the evidence against Oswald is solid.
Okay. But suppose whoever they are tell you just the opposite. What then?
If I find that any of the physical evidence was faked, I hope what I'll do is tell the court and Weldon and then walk off the case.
Just the physical evidence. Suppose there's something more.
There's always something more.
Yeah.
You just get me the physical evidence. I'll convict you. Let's go.
I finished going over all the translations.
Anything?
No, not really. Pretty much what we expected in Moscow official stuff. Proper procedures in accordance with Soviet principles, right down to the semantics. There's one thing, though, it's a little different. It's the deposition from his tourist guide in Moscow, Riva Shirkova. It's a little more personal. I think maybe she wrote it herself. I first met the American, Lee Harvey Oswald, when he arrived in Moscow on October 16th, and I was assigned to be his tourist guide. Later, I was informed by the proper state official that his request for Soviet citizenship had been denied and that his tourist visa would not be extended. I was instructed to inform him that he must be ready to leave his hotel to be escorted out of the Soviet Union at precisely 8 o'clock that evening.
With a luxury car like the new J30 from Infiniti, you may be expected to drive with a certain decorum in public. What you do behind closed doors, however, is your own business. The new Infiniti J30 makes you want to take up driving again, doesn't it?
Fresh, pure, and natural. The only beer with the genuine taste of the king of beers, Budweiser.
For years, people have been eating raisins they thought were plump and moist.
Kids, raisin time! Oh, goody! Hey, Mom, these raisins sure are good. Yeah.
Wait a minute, kids. People are now discovering Dole raisins, which are plumper and moister than the leading brand.
Wow, those are raisins? Can we have some?
Here you go, kids. Like I was saying, nothing's better than today's Dole raisins.
For as long as there have been neighbors, there have been neighborhoods. And with them came a tradition of people relying on one another. And along with the post office and the grocer, many have come to rely on their neighborhood 76 station for quality gasolines. The same quality the winning drivers in NASCAR depend on us to provide. And how could we do anything less for our neighbors? 76. Go with the spirit.
Hi, I'm Martin Mull. It's true, we're all named Martin Mull. What a thrill for me. No, Marty. It's kind of like those franchise motel chains. Same name, but each motel is, to say the least, different. But Red Roof Inns are all company-owned and operated, never franchised. They took one intelligent idea and duplicated it over 200 times.
Next time, hit the roof. Red Roof Inns, call 1-800-THE-ROOF.
You think we're all related? Could be. You look familiar.
Quality, reputation, value.
Words with new meaning for the 90s, and Buick is defining that meaning with two great family-sized cars. Century, Buick's all-time bestseller, loaded with all these features and priced from just $14,412. And Regal, with world-class performance and knockout styling. Now get up to $2,000 cash back on selected models, or low 2.9% GMAC financing on every new Buick at your better Buick dealer.
Where can you see hundreds of styles and colors of floor and ceramic tile on display and be assured that everything you see is in stock? Tile Outlet, where you'll save on easy-to-install products that will beautify and improve your home or office. For a limited time, take advantage of our special price on 8x8 ceramic floor and wall tile. It's easy to install and just 85 cents per square foot at Tile Outlet, 2444 West Fullerton in Chicago, just 3 blocks west of the Kennedy Expressway.
An independent survey. On March 2nd, Chicago Loss Prevention Group surveyed 99 identical items at Highland and Fredder. The results? Fredder's everyday prices were lower than Highland on 88% of the items surveyed. Like this Sony stereo system, Fredder's price was $52 less. And this Whirlpool refrigerator, Fredder's price was over $60 less. The conclusion? If you want Fredder prices, you've got to go to Fredder.
Homeowners who rely on a sump pump recognize the value of the Ace in the Hole battery backup system. If your pump fails or if the power goes out, the Ace in the Hole provides proven protection. Now, all Ace in the Hole owners can add even more security with the Ace in the Hole extender. For less than $50, the extender adds a second 12-volt battery to double your protection. Ace in the Hole and the new Ace in the Hole extender from the family of Cymer pumps. Available at Builder Square, Farm and Fleet, and Better Home Improvement retailers everywhere.
An important announcement to taxpayers.
The new federal tax withholding rates will affect you. In return for a few extra dollars in your paycheck now, your income tax refund will be less next year. Or even worse, you will owe the government money.
To keep your refund where you want it, you must submit a new W-4 form to your employer. Come to any H&R Block office now and we'll prepare it free. Absolutely no charge.
We think you should choose whether you get a refund, not the government.
Cutbacks continue. Recession.
Politicians.
Crime.
Pollution. Daycare. Not having any time.
Job insecurity.
You never needed it more. A new extra-strength pain reliever made to get today's tough headaches before they really get you. 1,000 milligrams, stomach guard, and the name Bayer. That should ease your mind. Introducing new extra-strength Bayer Plus. Now there's no pain you can't bear.
Do you remember that story about the 3 bears? This was too big. That was too small. And finally, something fit just right. Like the new J30 from Infinity. Now, that's my definition of luxury. It's a car you just slip right into. And live happily ever after. Infinity. Makes you want to take up driving again, doesn't it?
Shocked. My dreams. I have waited 2 years to become accepted. My fondest dreams are shattered because of a petty official. Somewhere a violin plays as I watch my life whirl away.
Dream, huh? Вызовите госпиталь. Узнайте, почему.
Why did you do this?
So he'd believe me. I want to belong here.
Tak ti vjeroš mi now.
And now you have to believe me, don't you?
I was not aware of his decision to renounce his American citizenship. And further, I wish to state unreservedly that I did not aid or counsel him in any manner, and that after he was granted work in Minsk, I never saw him again or the Soviet citizen he married.
Подожди, Анна! Анна, подожди! Ма не думай ничего.
Oh,
That girl.
I really didn't notice. Did you think I was watching you?
Yes. Wie танцуете?
Конечно, я танцую. I wouldn't be here if I didn't dance.
Well, would you dance with me?
Oh, but I cannot. I just said no to another boy.
But he went away and I won't.
You are very sure of yourself.
No, I just want to dance with you, but I can wait. Меня зовут Алекс. Как вас зовут?
Marina Prusakova.
Well, now have I waited long enough? Come on.
My shoes. I forgot my shoes.
Well, you can dance without your shoes. I'll show you.
Where are you from?
Fort Worth, Texas, the U.S. of America, the Western Hemisphere, the world, the Milky Way, the universe.
You were expecting us? I called.
Yes. Please, come in.
Thank you.
You can sit down, please.
Thank you.
This is a very nice house.
Thank you. It belongs to a friend of mine.
Now, what shall we call you?
Marina.
Marina. Are you working now, Marina?
I give private lessons to speak Russian.
Now, you realize, of course, that under Texas law, you can't be called upon to testify for or against Lee.
But you want me to say what I know. Nothing. They tell Lee did it. I don't know. He always said good about President Kennedy. But maybe he planned all the time to do what they say. How would I know?
Well, if he planned it, perhaps he told you.
I am not a spy, if that is what you come to ask. So crazy. I studied pharmacy, not to spy.
No, we didn't come to ask anything like that, just about Lee. You must have been very drawn to each other. You were married barely a month after you met, is that right?
Yes. He was very fun, gay, and indifferent. American.
You were happy then?
Oh, yes, very happy. We did everything that month.
Go to concerts, plays, movies, picnics, walks, everything. But now it seems so...
You knew when you married him that he planned to come back to America. He had already contacted the Moscow embassy about it.
No, that was after we were married.
Oh, when?
I do not know the date. Only that it was the day the letter come for him about the university.
Deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy at all. Hey, woo!
Oh, what pismo Alex? It looks so official. It's from the Ministry of External Education.
I gave him a chance, but oh no. All I know about is rules and regulations.
Что это, Алекс? Alex, is it something about your university application? Maybe my uncle can help you.
Nitranya, leave it alone.
Alex.
It's nothing. It's just something you wouldn't understand.
How do you know?
Marina!
Оставь меня!
Куда ты думаешь идти?
To my uncle's house. I don't have to stay here with you if you don't want me.
Well, go ahead. Go on. Do you think he's going to take you in? Well, think again. He's one of them. He's a big secret official in the KGB. Only he's afraid to do anything but rubber stamp papers just like the rest of them. Well, go on. Run to him and see what happens. I'll tell you what. He'll send you back just like the last time. Because you're married to me and I'm an American.
I don't have anyone. You hate me and I don't have anyone.
Извини меня. Садись к ватеру.
Нет.
Я проси, Marina. I didn't mean to hit you. Come back inside.
There was something I had to tell you after dinner, but now I'm afraid to.
Что?
Нет, я боюсь.
Hit me, then we'll be even.
Нет, это глупо. Anyway, I cannot hit as hard as you.
Then I'll help you. Now tell me.
We're not out here.
What is it?
I'm pregnant.
You sure?
You are angry. You said you wanted to have a baby, but you don't, do you?
Yes, I do. I do. It just changes something, that's all. When are you going to have it? When exactly?
How can I know exactly? In February or March?
We can't go till after the baby.
Where?
America?
America? But how?
You don't want to go?
I don't know. I never thought of it before. You never said anything about it before.
Maybe I wasn't sure about it before.
The American embassy, they arranged everything for us. The visas, the money for the trip. America was wonderful. And we were happy until soon after we settled in Fort Worth. Outside forces came into our life.
Local weather. At the airport, sunny 68 degrees at the moment. Expected highs 71, low 65. Cloudy and cooler tomorrow with a strong chance of late evening showers. New release of an old standard. Lee, come on. Come over here.
The whole dinner is ruined.
It's no Pettietsky. Looks all right to me.
Do you know how long you have been out there? 2 hours. Why don't you tell me?
Tell you what?
Those 2 men, they were government police, weren't they?
That's right.
What were you talking about?
I told them to leave me the hell alone and to leave you alone, too.
But it's dangerous.
They're nothing. They're just stupid clerks who have to fill out papers to keep their jobs. They believe what they want to believe. All you have to do is figure out what that is and tell it to them.
But if they make trouble about your job, Alex?
Well, it's just temporary anyhow. I made some important contacts, people who speak Russian. I've got plans.
Lee, is that Mr. Van Kuiper coming again tonight, or can we go to a movie? Lee, I'm sorry I said that to you last night. About in bed. It's just that you hardly ever want to make love to me anymore. Why? Is it me, something I've done?
No.
Then why?
You want to now? Right now?
No, oh no! Not just so you can prove something. You're almost late for work. Do you want me to make breakfast?
I quit that job last week.
Why do you have that out? Where are you going?
I got something lined up in Dallas. I don't know where I'll be yet. I'll let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on the elegant new J30. A classic luxury sedan in an infinity kind of way. A driver's car with 2 airbags, soft leather appointments, and tasty wood. Hey, pal, don't you even think about it. The new J30 from Infinity.
Do you ever feel like your life is spinning out of control? You can learn how to take control of your future. Just call the live psychic line now. Psychic advisors are waiting to speak with you live and help you find the answers to a better life. Is there romance in your future? Success? Or money? Call anytime, 24 hours a day. Call now.
Call toll-free now. For entertainment purposes only. Must be over 18.
The Lion says save America for your country, for yourself. Save America with Dreyfus 100% U.S. Treasury Money Market Fund. 100% U.S. Treasuries, the safest portfolio investment of all. What's that? Your money's dozing away in a bank money market account. Wake up to higher yields. Week after week since the fund began, Dreyfus 100% U.S. Treasury has returned more than the bank money market average. Even more if you pay state or local income tax on your bank account, because this unique Dreyfus fund is free of income tax in 49 states. Sorry, Tennessee. For today's yield, call 1-800-523-7600. And we'll send you information, a prospectus. Checking? Free checking. Invest in Dreyfus 100% U.S. Treasury Money Market Fund. Call 1-800-523-7600. Don't bank on it. Dreyfus on it.
Add a filet, Ray.
Now, buy any meal at Long John Silver's and add a piece. Fish for 75 cents, chicken for 65, or shrimp for 35.
Animal, Paul! Go Bears! Long John Silver's!
I won $5,000.
Now you can win $5,000 playing Spell It, the new telephone spelling bee.
Call this number on a touch-tone phone. Listen and spell 21 words correctly in 2 minutes or less, and you win $200 instantly.
It's easy and fun to play. Spell the word cash.
C-A-S-H.
That's right.
I won $200.
Grand prize, $5,000. Call 1-900-SPELL-IT. $1.99 per minute, average call 5 minutes.
This is regular. This is better. This Bayer is regular, but for headaches, Anacin is better. This is regular. This is better. This Bufferin is regular, but for headaches, Anacin is better. What makes Anacin better? It's simple. Regular Bayer and Bufferin have one ingredient for pain, but Anacin has 2 ingredients, an effective pain medicine plus a second ingredient that makes Anacin work better. For headache relief, get Anacin. Get better.
Each year, Consumer's Digest magazine analyzes all the new automobiles. This year, not 1, not 2, but 3 new Buicks were named Best Buys. Park Avenue, the most advanced luxury car Buick has ever built. Roadmaster, powerful, roomy, substantial. The all-new LeSabre, America's best-selling full-size car. Now get low 2.9% GMAC financing on every Buick, or up to $2,000 cash back on selected models. See your Better Buick dealer today.
Homeowners, prime rate still lowest in years.
Now's the perfect time to pay off those high interest bills with a low fixed rate home equity loan from the Money Store. Don't wait. Call the Money Store right now. 1-800-LOAN-YES. Don't wait to build equity. Improve your home right now with an FHA Title I loan from the Money Store. They're government insured and no equity is required. For details, call the Money Store today. 1-800-LOAN-YES.
Homeowners who rely on a sump pump for home security have long recognized the value of the Ace in the Hole battery-powered backup system. For the last 10 years, hundreds of thousands of homeowners have relied on the Ace in the Hole for home security. If your sump pump fails or if the power goes out, Ace in the Hole provides proven protection for your basement. Protection that you cannot afford to be without. Now, all Ace in the Hole owners can add even more security with the Ace in the Hole extender. Available for less than $50, the extender adds a second 12-volt battery wired into the system for up to double your protection. That's double the protection for less than $50. Ace in the Hole and the new Ace in the Hole extender. Just a portion of the fine family of sump, water well, and multi-purpose pumps from Cymer Pump.
Available at participating Ace hardware dealers and Handy Andy.
With a luxury car like the new J30 from Infiniti, you may be expected to drive with a certain decorum in public. What you do behind closed doors, however, is your own business. The new Infiniti J30 makes you want to take up driving again, doesn't it?
Yeah. Good. Good. That sounds solid. What about the palm print? I don't want to use that kind of backup in court. You sit on it. And I mean sit on it. I don't want any leaks to J. Edgar at this point. If there are, you're going to hear my yelling all the way back to Washington. Okay. Yeah. Good.
I got it. They never should let her talk to me. The snapshot, the rifle, what she remembers Oswald telling her after the attempt on General Walker's life. Maybe not everything she knows, but everything you wanted.
Good. And I mean it. But I don't think we're going to need it. I just had Jim run all the physical evidence through Bobby's man against the FBI and the cops down here, without telling anyone, including you.
And it held up.
Solid! Screw-ups and all. Every shred of evidence points to Oswald, Oswald alone, and nobody else. You may not have noticed, but I was a little worried there. I mean, something like this is not your everyday liquor store holdup. It's the kind of thing where every nut and knee-jerker in the country could start yelling hysteria, lynch, cover-up. Well, no way now. This time I know we're gonna nail that little creep. Now you have doubts.
No, not about the evidence. I never did have. But the rest of it. You know what I mean, Kip?
Sure I do, but that's not our job. Well, you strike what I said before, Oswald and the guy who robs the liquor store. It's the same thing. We have to prove they did it, with the evidence, nothing less. And nothing more either, right?
Right from here, I could see the president's limousine turning right onto the street there.
When did you look over to the grassy knoll area?
Oh, not till after the shot started, then I looked. I knew right away some of them come from there. I even seen some smoke coming from in line of bushes along there.
When you looked toward the grassy knoll, did you notice a young Negro woman, early 20s, with dyed red hair?
No, but then everybody down there was screaming, you know, ducking down out of the way. Well, I mean, me too.
Well, what about before the shooting, then? Did you notice anything unusual?
No. Except a car. A car pulled up behind the knoll. It was a big four-door. First, I couldn't, you know, figure how it got back there, and then I seen it had a bunch of stickers on it, like it was official. But all that happened was a fella got out of it, and then it left again.
Was he carrying anything, the man who got out of the car?
Oh, not that I'd remember. But like I say, I just seen it out of the corner of my eye, like.
Did he walk toward the grassy knoll? Did you notice?
He could have, I guess. I don't know. Like I'm saying, all I'm sure of is that's where a shot come from that knoll.
Well, you willing to testify to that under oath, Mr. Cabot?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, see, I got a family. I don't want no trouble.
Well, you wouldn't have any choice, really. If I decide to subpoena you, you have to testify.
Yeah, I guess I do.
Yeah, extension 334. Yeah. 3341. Yeah.
Texas.
Okay. Now listen, you will let me know if anything else comes up, Sergeant, huh? Anything. Thanks.
Oh, this stuff will be better the 10th time. What? What's the matter?
You know that witness I was having trouble getting a hold of? Hilburn? The one who saw the ricochet?
Yeah.
The Chicago cops pulled him out of the lake a couple of days ago. No ID on the body, so they had to check it out with prints.
Well, what happened?
They figured he was cruising the wharves and picked up a psycho who stabbed him with an ice pick.
An ice pick?
Yeah. An ice pick. That sounds more like the mob.
Well, it is possible, right?
Oh, yeah. It's possible. Accidents, murders, suicides, they're all possible.
The girl who screamed the shots came from there, over there. That colored girl.
Anything new on her?
No.
Well, least we still got him.
Yeah. Come on, Harry.
Dead?
There wasn't even a chance to get a statement from him. He died in the ambulance.
Another accident? There's got to be some way of getting at the real truth.
Oswald.
No, if Oswald knows everything, he won't tell. If he knows nothing, he can't tell. If he knows only little bits and pieces, he'd be too scared to tell.
Everybody in Dallas is scared, like that Negro prostitute who might have seen someone shooting from the grassy knoll. She may be the key to this case, but I have the distinct impression she doesn't want to be found.
I've been on to Washington, and I'm getting close to a source inside the intelligence community. Somebody that knows things that the president, that Bobby, that even Hoover doesn't know. But it doesn't make sense yet. 1 minute, they hand me a lead, I run it down, and it's Cuba. The next minute, it's the CIA.
I don't think the answer is there. I think the answer is right here in Dallas. Where did those shots come from? That's the key.
Not necessarily. The answer could be in the connection between Cuba and the CIA.
I think the secret is in Oswald. If we can find the key to him, we'll be ready for the trial.
How are you this evening?
Fine, thank you, sir.
You like music?
I don't understand it too well.
It's not a problem. You don't have to understand it. You just let it flow into you, that's all.
That's the record you wanted, it?
Yeah, it's not the one for my things. There was a scratch in the second movement where Marina once,
I'm afraid the police impounded all of your things.
It doesn't matter.
That record, is that the one you acted out the arias to in the bathtub with?
Marina told you about things like that?
Oh, just in passing. I wasn't trying to probe.
No. How old is he, your son, the one at law school? Where'd you say, Harvard?
Yes, Harvard. He's 22.
Not much difference, but a lot of difference, right? Think I could have gotten through law school?
Yes.
But you still don't think I can handle my own case?
Well, it's not just knowing everything in the books. It's like music. It's the difference between understanding it and being able to play it.
That's not an answer.
No. I don't think you could handle your own case.
Well, I do.
Well, I tried. But he wasn't much of a help. Ultimately, we're going to need a witness who's seen more than just a puff of smoke or heard a shot. What about that young Negro woman? Claims she saw a man with a rifle in the bushes, doesn't she?
Yes, I don't know. Some of the others on the grassy knoll said she said something like that.
Well, if she did, if she saw anything, we've got to find her.
Yeah, we haven't had any luck so far, but young Negro henna here, we're bound to find her.
I hope so.
Come on, Mr. Weldon, give us an interview. When is Oswald arriving? Is this another closed hearing, Mr. Weldon?
Yes, it is. And I'm closing this one, too. Sorry, gentlemen.
Mr. Weldon, Mr. Weldon, Mr. Weldon.
Kip, checking the gray.
Oh, just trying to make sure there's no boyish charm left. Judges hate that.
Well, it's still pre-trial. You ought to save it for the jury.
Oh, I'm saving a lot of things for the jury.
Not if I win my dismissal now.
Ah, no way. Whatever else, the evidence is solid.
Whatever else. Doubts, Kip?
What?
Doubts?
Oh, don't tell me you don't have any doubts.
No?
Oh, come on, man. Who are you trying to kid? You're going to have a lot more than I happen to know you had. That is, if you're going to try to prove that Oswald didn't do it.
You coming?
Yeah.
Kip? Kip? You got things a little mixed up, haven't you, Kip?
How's that?
Well, the way I learned criminal law, the burden of proof is on the prosecution. All I have to show is reasonable doubt.
Yeah, but you're talking law, not reality.
Are you going to testify, Mr. Oswald? Mr. Oswald, who's saying for no defense? Is your wife going to testify? You don't claim you didn't own a gun, Mr. Oswald? Were you part of a conspiracy? Mr. Oswald, did anyone help you kill the president? You claim you don't own one? Mr. Oswald, did anyone help you kill the president? You claim you don't.
All rise, please. The court is now in session. Be seated.
All right, Mr. Weldon, I am prepared now to listen to your arguments for dismissal on the grounds of insufficient evidence. Briefly.
I don't think I'll need to be more than brief, Your Honor. None of the evidence the state proposes to bring forth directly links the defendant to the crime with which he's charged. No reliable eyewitness testimony will be adduced to identify the defendant as having fired shots at President Kennedy or even being in a moment and place from which the shots were fired. Now, the prosecution proposes to claim that all the shots were fired from the 6th floor of the Texas State School Book Depository building, an assumption the defense will challenge. And yet, the state can offer only the flimsiest circumstantial evidence to place the defendant there.
Pardon me, Mr. Weldon, but as I read your summary of the state's presentation, page 47, Mr. James Neely, the superintendent of the building, will swear that the defendant ordinarily and customarily worked on the 6th floor, and that in the presence of a police officer, he encountered the defendant on the premises in the lunchroom approximately a minute and a half after the assassination shots, and that of his own knowledge, it would be possible to come down the stairs to the lunchroom in that space of time. Now, I'll grant that's circumstantial, but I don't know as I'd call it flimsy.
Further, Your Honor, as to the means and commission of the crime charged to the defendant, even accepting that the fatal shots were each and all fired from the rifle which the state proposes to produce in evidence, a contention the defense is not prepared to accept, the state still cannot offer any admissible physical evidence to show that the rifle was fired by the defendant or was even in his possession.
Mr. Weldon, you don't intend to deny that this rifle was linked to the defendant and, in fact, was owned by him?
We're willing to stipulate, Your Honor, that at one time, this rifle, or a similar rifle, did belong to the defendant, but that in no way proves that he was in possession of it at the time of the assassination.
No, I don't stipulate to that.
Lee, it's only a technical point. They can prove you owned the rifle. They can't prove you used it.
I don't know anything about a rifle. I never had a rifle.
The defendant will be seated.
Your Honor, at this time, I would like to move to dismiss my counsel and hereafter act as my own attorney, and I so request of the court.
Denied. Now, sit down.
Your Honor, I respectfully believe I have the right to the best possible defense, and I do not feel...
And I intend to see that you have just that, even if it means you have to be gagged and physically restrained.
Your Honor?
Do you understand me? You will answer the court's question. Remove the defendant from the courtroom. Motion to dismiss denied.
What happened in there, Mr. Oswald? What did the judge say, Mr. Oswald? Make a statement, Mr. Oswald. Please give us a statement, Mr. Oswald.
Your Honor, in light of the defendant's statements, I prepare to withdraw as counsel.
I'm sorry, Mr. Weldon. I fully understand your reluctance to proceed. I cannot allow you to withdraw. However, on the basis of possible personal prejudice, I believe I must remove myself. Further, I am going to reverse, and I now grant the defense request for a change of venue to some other county in the state of Texas where this case may not have received so much pretrial prejudicial publicity. Subject, of course, to review by the Fifth Circuit Court. Court is adjourned.
Your Honor, I respectfully ask.
I said adjourned, Mr. Roberts.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, very slick, Matt. You got your change of venue.
I wasn't looking for it.
What then, a McNaughton?
Kip, you think he's insane?
I sure as hell do not.
Well, neither does he. On the other hand, maybe anybody who take this case is insane.
You can insist on withdrawing if you feel that it's morally impossible for you to defend him, if that's what's troubling you.
Yeah, that's not it. I outgrew that with my first axe murder. Actually, it was a jack handle. Comes out about the same. Yeah, that's not it.
What is it, then?
I was wondering whether it was morally correct for me to sentence him to an acquittal. Suppose he were freed. How long do you think he'd last? I don't mean days, hours, minutes.
Ba-bum. Is that where they used to hang him?
The old scaffold? Yeah. It's been a long time since those days.
You were here even then, weren't you?
Not here. In the prison. Lied about my age and got on as a guard helper, carrying messages and slops.
Now you're the head fry cook.
Oh, it's just a job. I figure you have to go along with what life deals out to you. Now me, I was just so high. Old man run off. Get dumped on your own like that when you're just a kid. Well, it ain't no choose and pick thing, you know.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Your old man run off?
My stepfather. But he's like my real father. I liked him. Taught me how to fish. My own father died before I was born. And my stepfather run off.
Sure it is. It's none of my business.
Have I got something here, boys? Have I got something here? Have you seen this? Some British reporter said one of that Russian bunch Oswald hung out with knew about the assassination. A fellow named Van Kuiper.
Yeah. We know about him. Jim got right on it.
But this report says some group killed Kennedy, and he's got the names to prove it.
There's nothing to that. That British reporter's a con man. He's just trying to peddle one more hot rumor.
Maybe President Johnson should tell him what he told us, that there's no water in that well. Although I'm sure that wouldn't keep Weldon from wasting his time.
I hope not.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you.
see your lawyer then.
Interrupted my card game.
Why didn't you tell me about Mr. Van Kuiper? Now, you must know something about him. He's godfather to your second child. He visited your home. You went to meetings with him.
Who told you that, Marina?
She didn't have to. My investigating team has been asking questions about Mr. Van Kuiper.
You looking for him?
Yes, and so is the prosecution. One of us will get to him first. Could his testimony be of damage to you?
No, nothing you'd say would be a problem.
You sure? Even if he testified that he saw you with a rifle and that he asked you about it? Lee.
Stop looking.
For what?
For anything.
Matt, I think maybe I've located this Van Kuiper in a sanitarium somewhere near Miami.
Well, get the next plane, Paul. Find out what he knows and bring him back, if you can.
Does he know that I'm coming to see him? I mean, that it's me and what I want to talk to him about.
Oh, yes. One of our rules here is that we never misinform or lie to our guests. Especially in the case where one of them believes that certain people or forces are out to harm or find them.
You said that to one of the doctors? That someone was after him?
Well, no, not to one of the doctors. Actually, to one of the other guests. I'm afraid he doesn't entirely trust the staff just yet.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Van Kuiper!
No, I do not think the unexplained accidental deaths of one crucial defense witness after another is normal.
Does that mean you believe the deaths of these witnesses is part of a conspiracy?
I believe there's an explanation for those deaths. I believe someone knows how and why those witnesses died, and I intend to do everything in my power to uncover those reasons.
But if you don't find out, can you prove Oswald's innocent?
I don't have to prove that. The law and the U.S. Constitution happen to be very clear. Lee Harvey Oswald is innocent, and only a jury can make any other judgment.